like, and subscribe. Do so right now. Look, fellas, you could learn a lot from this video. Pay attention.
I want to give a praises to Yahweh Bashir and Shah, Kwakadash. Salutation to the brothers, elders, apostles, delivering the truth, and to shout out to you sisters. But listen, this video right here is gonna be short and quick. I saw this young lady. She went viral, right, on TikTok. She blew up. Her baby father, he was a gangster, a drug lord. I just keep it like that, right? He gets shot in his head, and it messed up his function, his mobile function. It destroyed a lot of his nerves, whatever. He's like somewhere in a vegetable state, but he's still aware at the same time. But he's not himself. Done turned the dude retarded. Right? She did everything she could. She painted an image that, oh, I'm with him. I'm loyal. Boom, 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 boom. Women that use this as a clout, they are fronters. They are fronters. Women only go with a man for so long, as good as it is. Okay. She never really fuck with the dude, you know. I mean, he's in a vegetable state. How long can she stay without her doing something with somebody? But at the end of the day, that's why I said loyalty is loyalty. You know, you gotta ride with that dude to the very end. And a lot of them ain't gonna do that because they don't have no discipline. All right, but let's watch the story.
Let's get into it. Look, in life, we are going to face challenges. Every day we're going to be tested in life, no matter what. No matter how much money we got, no matter how much fame we got, no matter how much clout we got. It's just the nature of life. And this is why a man have to be very selective when it comes to choosing a woman, because it will always be wise to choose a woman who really loves you. And when I say loves you, I mean she don't like you because you got money. She don't like you because you're attractive. She don't like you because you're tall. She likes your soul. She likes your heart. And the thing is, when you choose a woman who is chasing flesh, and like I always tell you dudes, bro, the flesh is weak.
It's weak.
If you deal with a woman who's chasing flesh, once you're down and out,
can you tell which app is a trap?
Damn.
Play cash. Download apps, not traps.
What's up, y'all? Mentors, coaches, businessmen, businesswomen.
Master P, shut the hell up, boy.
Who's chasing flesh, once you're down and out, she will always move around.
Hey y'all, my name is Lynn, and a lot of you know that this page has been built off of the love for my family, taking care of my son, taking care of my child's father who has suffered with a traumatic brain injury. But today, I'm starting a new journey. It's going to be a series that's called I Am Not Only a Caregiver, because the truth is, I'm still human, I'm still a woman, and I'm still Lynn. I want to show what it looks like to grieve someone who is still living. I want to show what it feels like to love someone who has changed when your love has stayed the same. I want to just be transparent and show the parts that no one shows when it comes to being a caregiver. The loneliness, the heartbreaks, when you can't talk to people because they don't, relate. A lot of the things that, people forget. I want to create a safe space, and I want this to be for anyone who's healing, anyone who's a caregiver, anyone who is dealing with any type of healing in general. Just please be gentle with me, because as easy as these words, they just float out. It's actually something really, really hard for me to say. So I'm ready If you're willing to, let's just walk through this together and let it begin. Thank you.
I keep telling y'all, bro, when a woman don't value her relationship, she will always post it on the internet, bro. A real virtuous woman will never do such a thing. That's the easiest way to know the type of woman you're dealing with. And look, here's the reality, fellas. The thing about a bird is this. A bird will always leave a man when he's down. She will always leave a man when she's done benefiting from the man. Now, when her husband went down with his condition or his situation, the first thing she thought, how can I use him? Because I gotta be able to use him to be with him. Because if I can't use him for nothing, it's like shit. He's no use to me because she never loved him in the first place. So just off the simple fact that she decided to use him to make money on TikTok, it just showed her motive. And this is what happened.
Correction. He was getting money in the streets. So he probably didn't watch the whole thing. He was getting money in the streets. He was a go-getter, right? He had the bad boy image. The women, these women they love these niggas, that's gangsters and, them niggas living on the edge. Okay, cool. AQ telling the story, but he got to tell the whole thing, man. He's only telling from a short point of view. I'm going to explain it because, yes, he's right as far as like the woman never loved him. Yeah, you could say that, but these women love these bad boy niggas, but she don't love him, especially even more now because of his condition. He can't fuck her. He can't be normal like a normal man could. So he has to depend on certain things from her. The man's still walking. He's still wearing clothes. Still looking. It just takes him a little time. He has a slow process now, cause his nerve been shot, like figuratively and literally. He's been shot. You know what I'm saying? Hanging in the streets, want to be a thug. Want to be the bad boy. Yo, my nigga, I'm getting this money, son. Whoop-de-whoop. This how niggas act. This is a form of niggerism. Man. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of niggerism, man. People, they have an outlet to be niggas and nigglets. The men are the niggas and the bitches are the nigglets, man. And that's how they are, man. You know what I'm saying? But she always been who she was, a no good bitch. And that's what they do, man. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty when it comes to a lot of women on this planet. Especially here in America, man. There's not a lot of women that respect men, whether it's a religion standpoint, whether if the man is up in life, whether the man's a superstar and doing what he do, whether he's a top musician, top painter, he's making millions of dollars from art galleries, whatever his profession is. Women only respect the nigga that treat them like shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tell it what it is, man. And if the man has a sense of urgency, of power, or some new light, she wants to be a part of it. It seems exciting. You know what I'm saying? But what I realized too is that, treat them like shit. Treat them like shit. Don't give them everything. Don't tell them everything. You treat them as they are, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen, man. Fellas, don't even waste your time, man. Don't even waste your time. Move on, man. You got a purpose in life. Stick to your purpose. Stay out the streets. Stop being evil, and let Yahweh protect you, man. Let His angels guard you, and on everyday life, man. He has angels to protect you, man. Okay. Never let no one tell you that you ain't good enough for them. You know what I'm saying? This is go out for the fellas and you young brothers, man. Don't let no one tell you that you ain't good enough. You understand? You don't need people validation. Men don't need people validation. Men don't need motherfuckers validation, man. We don't need your validation. Okay? Your validation don't mean shit. All right? Especially from women. It don't mean nothing. We don't got to prove nothing to no fucking woman on the planet. We are above women. We don't got to prove shit. And men that do all this extra talking and explaining and to women, you going to learn, man. Stop telling women every fucking thing, man. Tell her what she needs to know. If she... When a man is done, he's done. But when you're in a situation like this, a woman could get rid of you just like that. But the Lord judged this nigga because he was being wicked in the street, being wicked to his own people. So, let's go back to the video.
When she's done using you, fellas.
Hey y'all, so tonight I want to have a really deep, heavy conversation. I believe it's going to be heavy for me. I want to talk about a few things that have been sitting on my heart. I think we should do it at like 8 p.m. Central. It's like 5 here right now. I live in Minnesota, so it's going to be Central Time. I've been with Jamal 3 years before he got hurt, and then 5 years.
3 years before he got hurt. Right? Okay.
After he got hurt, that's when he got his TBI. And one thing for sure is, before that man got his TBI, he loved the ground that I walked on. Like, there's nothing I could ask for.
Correction, he ain't love the ground you walk on. You were just a motherfucking bird that was on his side where he can fuck you. Okay, it seemed like that. Okay, you say you trying to make it sound like he's a sucker for you. That wasn't the case, bitch. You only stuck around because you know the nigga had money. He was getting the street getting it. Okay? Now since he down, you trying to show the world that you some loyal bitch. You're not a loyal bitch. Cause loyal bitch don't go on social media and do what you do. You understand?
There's nothing that didn't get handled. Nothing. But, you know, after his injury, a lot of things have changed, you know. And we sit online and we talk about, you know, what's the same.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed. He can't speed his youth no more. You know, that he had it, he can't, because now the Lord had jacked him up. Now he can't get the money like he used to because he'll slow niggas down in the street. He can't do certain shit. He can't fuck you. That's basically what you're trying to say. You miss having sex. He can't fuck you like the way you want him to fuck you. You understand? So you trying to make an excuse or a reason to use his medical condition that he has now, right? And you know, even though the Lord still had mercy upon this dude, man. Okay? But now you're using this to have a reason for you to commit adultery. You fucking bitch. Hold on, guys.
You know, what's different, but we're always like talking about personality and stuff. But the whole thing about it is, I stayed, I loved him through it. I do love him through it. When he couldn't talk, when he couldn't love. I stayed because that's unconditional love, you know.
Yeah, it was good because it came with it, because that's the natural thing of people. It's a natural thing of people to do, to stay with someone when they, you know, they can talk to them and deal with them, and you know, it's you don't want to compromise. You know, you feel like because it ain't happened to you, you want to still live life. I mean, which is your right, you know. But at the same token, you know, stop validating yourself. I mean, stop trying to validate yourself. Stop trying to seek other people's validation and reason online, man. Stop, man. Stop that shit. Why you need that? If you really love the man, you would just be you, your son, and God, man. The man can still walk. I watched the video. The man can still move, but not like a quick function, like a quick functional move, like us. He can't do what we can do. You know, it's like, let's say we had 100 speed, that the man is at 49, 50 speed. He can't. I'm just trying to give you the best example. Like, he's in a vegetable state. He could still walk. The man can still talk. It's a little slow speech. The man, he looked the same, but you could tell that some of the nerves had changed his eyes, how it looked, but he still looked the same. He ain't that nigga no more. Meaning he ain't that nigga no more. The Lord done put him in a space now where he got to worship him. And then I could hear the man videos. He said he thanked God for sparing his life, you know. I heard this out of my own mouth from this young lady and her family. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't care for her family. Don't get it wrong, because I'm not going to even do that. But still, at the same time, you're trying to recant for what you're doing. If you're going to be sincere, be sincere. You know, you're showing that you're a bird, man. You're a fucking bird. You know, and a lot of you women don't have true loyalty, man. But anyway, listen, I gotta go. We'll finish this up later. Shalom.
That's unconditional love, you know. Not your ability to.
Hold on, y'all.
Done for me, you know. But just this person is just communication, and I knew we could get back to this. But sometimes, you know, people, their love changes, and you know they change. So you have to kind of like figure it out, you know, especially with a person who is going through their own healing. So I want to ask tonight, it's going to be a question you can answer here, you can come and answer. When the love changes after trauma, do you stay or do you go? So,
There it goes. Once she's let the question and had that thought in her mind, she's basically saying she won out. You know, she wanna be free from the prison that she's living in, because it's not fun. It's not fun no more. And that's why when you do find women that's loyal and they stay with their husband all the days of their life, and they don't do anything, and they respect and they love their husband, and they have true discipline. You don't think Yahweh's going to bless that woman? You don't think Yahweh's going to give everything that she do desire? And if the Lord take her husband out just because, okay, I'm not going to have you in this feeling no more. You know, you're free now to go marry. Okay, that's acceptable to the Lord, man. But you're finding a way because you want to commit adultery. You want to commit adultery. Let's keep it real. Let me tell you something. Confused people make confusion. Confused people want to confuse situations. Like, I always tell people, man, just as you found a person, that's the way you're going to lose them. You understand? So if you found someone in the midst of lying or cheating or robbing or whatever, just know you're gonna lose them to that. Because if you make friends with someone that rob and steal, and then y'all became close, and you somewhat get involved with that because you like that person, you don't think they're gonna rob from you? You don't think they're gonna steal from you? Of course, they're a thief. So if you met a person that was cheating on their lover, their spouse, they're going to do the same thing to you if you're trying to make them your main person, or if you see them catching doing something else with somebody else. So you can't really take it to the heart. You could curse them the fuck out, but after a while, that don't do nothing, man. Why waste your breath? You know what I'm saying? A real man that knows his value going to move forward. He's never going to stay back, okay? A real man of value or substance, he's going to honor God's word. He's going to honor God's laws. He's not going to sit and waste his time. A woman that is of the Lord, a real woman that's of the Lord, not no halfway ass bitches that's in and out. I'm talking about a real woman of the Lord is always going to honor the Lord and his laws, and she's not going to take no shit from no stupid ass man. She ain't going to do it. She's going to move forward in life, man. All right? Because she want to respect the Lord. She want to respect herself. Okay? And those women are very hard to find. You know, I haven't met a woman like that really loved the Lord, man. I haven't, even though my wife, she cared for God, and you know, I'm quite sure she have a good understanding of the Lord, but she don't love the Lord like how I love the Lord. I know that for a fact. She don't. She loved the Lord because she deal with me, and the fact that she do consider loving the Lord. So how can you fault one for considering? You know what I'm saying? But you know, I haven't found one woman yet that really loved the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. You know, have I seen people try to and love the Lord? Of course. You know, I seen people trying to give their all, trying to figure out, you know, what is this about the Lord? Of course. You know, I don't take that from anyone, but I haven't really truly found a woman that really loved the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? And love her man that really love the Lord as well, with a great deal. You know what I'm saying? I haven't found that. You know what I'm saying? I found one, like I said, I found women that care or consider about the Lord. You know, that's a step. But for truly love the Lord, nah, I never really found that. Hold on, y'all. Oh shit, I'm sorry, guys.
Of your money. She's with you because of your clout. She's not with you because of who you are. Meaning that you ain't gotta try to be nobody to impress her.
See, it's very real when you find a woman like that. She can't if she can't do these things to love you for who you are without the materialistic things, then you don't need her. Okay? Women don't really care about true love. They care about the control and empowerment that they can have over your life. They only worry about if there's availability for you in your life, if you're still thinking about them. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. All right. So I'm gonna make a generalized statement because once a woman gone and shot your life and you decide that you don't need her back, and that's fine. Let her go. Let her be happy. Let her do whatever she wants. Because there's no such thing as true happiness with women. There's no such thing. Okay, that's just the order. That's a delusion. Okay. What surely makes a woman smile and laugh and stuff like that is when you being yourself. You know what I'm saying? You make a little jokes here and there, and she laugh. But to make a long story short, you know, if the girl don't want to be here, don't listen. Let her go. Let her do her thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just let her enjoy her life. You know what I'm saying? You don't let no one come and disturb what you was doing before they ever came in your life. You've been doing what you was doing. Keep on it and keep getting better. You understand? Don't worry about if this person's not getting better in life or not. Don't worry about them. Let them enjoy their life. You know what I'm saying? It's not to be disrespectful, but let them be, man. All right? And fellas too, I gotta say this too, man. I gotta take up for the ladies on this part. Sisters, if you met a guy and you thought he was, you know, that you was building or courting with him and you didn't have sex with him yet, right? And he's doing a lot of things, you don't need to be there. You go. But when you lay down and have sex with a person, that shit is very serious. Sex is very serious, man. You know, sex is marriage, man. You know, and that's a literal thing, man. A lot of women today don't respect that because they look for validation and they don't want to be alone, so they got to have someone around them. They're basically a leech. If a woman got to keep leeching to have somebody along, and because she's not gonna sit still to be quiet alone. She got to talk to someone. That's the bottom line. Don't be stupid out here, man. Okay? And ladies, if this man is not doing right by you, as far as, you know, you showing him love and interest, and he's constantly stealing or robbing, or I'm talking these sorts of matter, or he doesn't give a damn, you know, why don't stay there? A lot of you women do the counterpart. You chase something that you can't have. Don't do that. That's why you always lose at the end. And then you give these niggas children, all kind of shit. Don't do it. All right? I'm telling y'all, man. At the end of the day, women just look for justification. Women just want to be justified in her sin. That's why she want to go to the comment and ask people, yo, do you guys think I should do this? Why you worry about people's validations and their opinions? You know, because you have an agenda. You know, you starting to feel lonely, and a man can't do what he used to do. You know, but hey, that's your choice. You chose the niggas in the street that was getting money, doing all like you like street niggas, and that's what you wanted. So now, since he got hit, but the Lord have mercy upon him to keep him alive, and he's still functioning, he still have an idea what's going on. He ain't fully done, but at least the Lord had mercy upon him. You know, the Lord could have clipped him. Almost days, the Lord said, man, put the fair stroke on that nigga, but just don't kill him. So he's very fortunate, man. But now you ask him to see if it's good for you to go out and have sex with other men without saying that you want to have sex with other men. That's what you're saying. So if you get more comments in the comment board on your TikTok, right, that she does, and they say, nah, girl, don't worry about it, and you're going to have a simple nigga say, nah, baby, nah, man, look, man, that nigga can't do, man, fuck that nigga, man, yo, go get yours, go get your nut off, man, look, baby, y'all, man, niggas trying to find a way to creep in, and Eve, that's how Satan comes, he comes and creep in, because there's no loyalty, there's no discipline, the flesh is weak, we all know that, right? But when it comes to women are more weaker in the flesh than men. All right, but then the funny thing is that women live longer than men, because men take on the laborious things on the work and this planet. We work hard. We put strenuous pressure on our bodies, man. To who? To take care of our children and take care of y'all, man. And especially ourselves first, man. But we can't do these things without Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Yahweh, he is our provider, man. We just use this body to make it through the day. Okay? And this body is just a test of our faith. Okay, where we stand at, all right?
She's not with you naturally, bro. She's gonna walk away the moment you're down. That's just the reality, fellas. A bird will always walk away from a man whenever he's down, regardless. Whether you're broke, whether you're injured, whatever the case may be. If you are down and a bird can't use you anymore, she's gonna walk away. The only thing.
See, she was a user, manipulator. She said, "Then what can I do to use this man?" In the story, I mean, I got with him. What can I do to use him? So she used a TikTok for people to feel sorry for her fucking story. No, fuck that. You know, I mean, if you really look at it, man, hey, that's judgment for you and your family, your choice. You gotta live with that. People gotta live with the fact that when they have children, they got autism. People gotta live with the fact that some of their children have Down syndrome. People gotta live with these facts, and they make the best of it. But as soon as your husband get hit, a clip, got shot in his head, right, in the vegetable state, right, you want to leave him. It don't make no fucking sense.
That kept this chick around this long was the fact that she got clout off of him.
Off of him.
TikTok.
Right.
But
See?
fellas, be wise out here, bro. Be wise.
I just said that.
Haven't yet? Go get you some of that merch.
I just said that. Wow. Excuse me. Let me go to go to Ezekiel the third chapter, I think 17th verse. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Let me highlight it in green. And it says, this is Ezekiel the third chapter, 17th verse. It says, "Son of man, I had made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel." So he made us to be a watchman of the house of Israel. "Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." So we got to give warning to the nation of Israel to forewarn them of their sin and the wrongdoing that they're doing. So why? So that they will escape the judgment from the Lord. All right, and turn back to him. Verse 18, "When I said unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, by his blood will I require at thy hand." So if you don't warn people, that blood falls in your hand. Okay? That shit falls in your hand. So you got to warn people of their doings. It's like basically you're guilty of it too. Verse 19, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." So that's like, if we already warned you, you have already been stamped and sealed. You can't make an excuse and say, "Oh, I didn't know." You've been stamped and sealed for that day. So for that young lady in that video, you've been stamped and sealed. I know you heard the word of the Lord from the prophets on TikTok, and you probably been outside and saw them. So don't act like you don't know. Okay? So you try to justify your sin by finding an excuse to run out and fuck somebody else. Even though you may not say it directly out your mouth, but we know exactly what you meant. So nobody ain't fucking stupid. Okay? Verse 20, again. Let me get this. Verse 20. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, right? Yeah, backslide, and I lay a stomach block before him. So he'll lay a stomach block before you. He shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he had done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So all the things you did, all that hard work you did is going down the fucking drain. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. Touched the by accident. So it's like it's going down the drain, man. It's going down the drain for what? So you do all that work to go to lose? As I said in my video, I say, yo, you gonna come in the truth, you're gonna learn all you can learn, right? And still learn, and then you gonna go backwards? It doesn't make sense to me. So what's the point of you here? What is the point of you being here? Okay. The 21st verse 21. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, so even a righteous man, we gotta keep him in remembrance too. Reminder him, don't sin, man. Stay in the spirit. Don't do it. Because you gotta also remind the person that's righteous too, to keep them abroad, keep them on that path. Don't deviate from that path. Don't deviate from that path, you know. And he doeth not sin, he shall surely live. So he don't sin, he gonna live. Because he is warned, also thou hast delivered thy soul. So now, you know, your soul been delivered, man. And he honored that. Verse 22, and the hand of the Lord was there upon me, and he said to me, arise, go forth into the plain, and I will there talk with thee. Right? Okay. Right? Now we're gonna read this. Hold on, guys. All right. Sorry, guys, I'm back. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, the 26th chapter. It's going to tell you what the duties of a wife is, and well, it's going to show you, you know, it's going to talk about the goodness of a wife. Okay, rather, excuse me. This is Ecclesiastes. This is also the book of Sirach, 26, the first chapter. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. Your number of your days shall be double. So if you have a virtuous wife, she shall be double. Even if when he mean virtuous, we're not talking about that she's a very super religious fanatic. No, she's honorable. She's considering. She care. She's loving. She kind. She's doing these things that she can't. She's not doing no adultery shit, or she's not stealing, robbing, thieving, putting your life in danger, or she's just doing all kind of despicable acts. You know what I'm saying? Being belligerent, doing all that. If those things that she's not doing, but she's doing the honorable things, at least she's trying. She has a lot of respect and morals. Okay, at least consider her. Don't, you know what I mean? So the Lord, and she love you, man. She gonna put everything into you, man. You know what I'm saying? You blessed to have a wife, man. You know. Verse 2: a virtuous woman rejoices of her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. All right. So her job is not to automatically give you peace. Her job is to make sure that your life is smooth to have peace. So it's the difference. Okay? Her job is not to wait and say, yo, let me give him peace. That's not what's on a woman's mind. If she's submissive to you and she's honoring you, she shall give you she shall give you what you need to have the peace. Okay? All right? And she has to do these things, man, because that's what she's supposed to do, man. All right? But if a woman just constantly bicker, but yes, we have a disagreement and all that, but once a nigga is tired of having all that shit done, and it's not this, and you know, you tired, man, you just go, man. Like me, man, I had to leave, man. Like I had to go. I had to leave. I had to leave the trip from before I had to leave. I had to leave, man. I couldn't deal with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man of good stature. I'm a man of value. You know, I'm not gonna lower my standard to argue with someone that, you know, they ain't giving me nothing. I'm not arguing with no females, man. I'm out, man. I'm fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? And you know, listen, I'm done. I'm not giving a fucking paragraph of an explanation. If you hear from me, you'll hear from me eventually somehow. But I'm not breaking it down. I'm not fuck breaking it down. Listen, man, it just ain't gonna work. I wish you all the best. You know, stay positive, you know, and enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. That's what you got to do. A virtuous woman rejoices over her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. Verse 3, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. See? That's what a good wife is supposed to do. She's a good portion to a good man, okay? Verse 4, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheer countenance. You see the cheerfulness of his face, his expression, the way his body movement is, okay? There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth, I want to drop down. Verse 6, but a grievous heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge over the tongue which communicated with all. So we know about that woman, don't be jealous of another woman. Verse 7, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that have hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. So let that girl go, man. Just let her go. If you don't want to deal with her, just let her go, man. Let her go. Let her go on her way. You know, verse 8, a drunken woman and a gathered abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Okay, let's go to let me read this right here. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Okay, so you got to be careful with women like that too. Don't be tricked of these type of women, you know. Anyway, but if you want to read more of what a good wife does, what she do, read Proverbs 31. It's going to tell you the Proverbs 31 woman. So for this young lady, if you're going to start out being a wife, be a wife. You know what I'm saying? Being a wife is being fucking loyal. Okay? You know, you're supposed to be everything. You're supposed to be everything to your man, and you about your man. So when any man comes to you trying to talk to you, you supposed to ignore that nigga. You supposed to not get that nigga no ass, no pussy, no none of that. You supposed to honor your husband, man. And women like to use this word. I know you could be a husband to me. Yeah, baby. You know, they start doing this mumbling, talking, mumble jumble. I don't believe in the words that a woman say. I see your action. I have to see your action. If a woman ain't cook for me, without me telling her, she don't invite to clean my clothes, she don't invite to do something good for me, you know what I'm saying? We have nothing to talk about. Okay, we have nothing to talk about. What am I here for? For your amusement? To hear you when you going through trouble? No, I'm not a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so with that being said, you know, I hope the video is edifying. You know, let this be a warning. Shalom.